Welcome back, everybody. It is that time of the year again, and today we are talking about the top 5 guns that we reviewed in 2023. So just to be clear, the rules, if you will, for my criteria is that the review of the firearm had to drop sometime between January 1st and December 30th in 2023. So it's not the top 5 guns that were released in 2023 or anything like that, because I don't have all the guns that were released in 2023, but it's the top 5 that I have reviewed. So if I'm going to talk about it here in this video, maybe brief, but you can go watch the full review of the guns and just kind of go back. I'll try to keep up with the cards if you're watching on YouTube. And if you guys are watching on Rumble, you guys have actually seen a lot more videos this year than people on YouTube. So if you guys are on YouTube watching this, definitely subscribe on Rumble as well, because I was suspended from YouTube for the first part of this video, the first part of this year, for no apparent reason that we still haven't really resolved. But whatever, they let me back on. So here I am. So again, that's the criteria for it, and I suppose we will just start with the one that is literally the closest to me on the table next to me, this guy right here. So this is the Smith & Wesson M&P 5.7. This has the tempo barrel system, and honestly, I didn't expect to like it as much as I do, but basically it's chambered in 5.7, as one would imagine, with standard capacity magazines, and I believe the 23 round on that one, and then it comes with a threaded barrel. The barrel has a tempo gas system in it. So generally speaking, 5.7 ammo is very light recoiling regardless. And then you put a gas operation system in it. And I mean, this thing has virtually no recoil at all. I've had multiple new shooters on the channel this year shoot it. All of them really like it. Has the optics mount that you guys can see there, has a very good trigger on there as well. And of course, we've been running it mostly suppressed, and we've not had a single malfunction out of normal ammunition. I say that because there's some like weird 5.7 loads out there that are like machined out of brass and stuff like that. One of those did have a hang up, but it has a really weird pointed bullet shape. Anyway, out of normal commercial off-the-shelf 5.7 ammunition, we've had 0 malfunctions of any kind. Has a good grip texture to it. I mean, it points naturally. It does a lot of things well. And I mean, again, to be able to shoot a here's the debate, right? So is a 5.7 a good defensive cartridge? I would say it's better than 22, right? Obviously. So something that is a capable defensive cartridge, which while having virtually 0 recoil, that's a good option for a lot of folks out there. The slide is fairly easy to manipulate as well, because it doesn't have to be sprung very high due to the tempo system. And of course, the slide mass is also a little bit smaller than it would be on a center fire gun, again, because of the 5.7 pressures that we're operating at. And the price point on these is also very fair, in my opinion. If you guys are watching anywhere but YouTube, there will be links to pick them up. But of course, on YouTube, we can't do that. So first one goes to this guy here, the Smith & Wesson M&P 5.7, a gun that I thought would be just kind of cool, but no, it turns out it's very, very cool and highly recommended. Next up, we're going to go for something that is a little bit smaller. So I was kind of on the fence as to where to go with these top 5. Of course, when I made my initial list, it was like 12, and then I had to keep whittling it down. But this guy right here, this is the Kic Meta MC9. This is a very compact gun, and as I said in my review of this gun, if the Smith & Wesson Shield Plus didn't exist, this would be my go-to concealed carry gun right now, which is absolutely true. And unfortunately for it, the Smith & Wesson Shield Plus does exist, but this is a fantastic gun. Obviously, again, optics ready, has steel sights on it, comes in a bunch of different color configurations, has a 12 and 15 round standard capacity magazine that it ships with, has modular back straps, has a fantastic trigger, and it also takes the full-size Kic mag, so you can get up to 20 round capacity of this, has a rail out front, and again, was 100% reliable in our testing with all types of ammunition. It's just an excellent carry gun for just about everyone out there. I mean, hold on, helicopter. Sorry about the jump cut. We had some helicopters come by that were pretty darn loud, so we had to cut it and restart. So as I was saying, it just has a ton of features, and it's very ergonomic. Everything's where you want it to be. The controls are simple, intuitive. Like I said, that trigger is fantastic. I mean, that's crazy. And of course, it is also very affordable. So yep, the Kic MC9, Meta MC9, is on my list for sure, top 5 guns. These are not in order, by the way. I don't think I've mentioned that in the video. It's just top 5, because can you really pick one? No. The next gun is going to be the only rifle that we're going to talk about in this video, and it may surprise some of you. This is the Springfield Helion Bullpup. So basically, what the heck is it? Well, it's a bullpup rifle, so you don't have to worry about NFA laws, stuff like that. And it is chambered in 5.56, has a full 16-inch barrel, excellent sights, which I was trying to actuate there. Steel sights lock into place, fold out of the way. They are fantastic. Lightweight profile, cold hammer forged barrel. We saw very good accuracy out of this rifle. It does come threaded 1/2x28, has a very easy to adjust gas piston system, M-LOK handguard on there. Takes obviously AR-15 magazines. You can switch the ejection to right or left side, ambidextrous safety. The trigger is for a bullpup is very good. The actual stock here is actually adjustable, which is kind of weird, but it's true. Most people though are going to keep it all the way in. And this gun has been 100% reliable in our testing and also had very good accuracy. And I do think right now, I made the statement in the review that I think it's the best bullpup on the market. I realize some people just crap their pants because it's a Springfield product, but you know, they didn't pay me to do the review or anything like that. I just genuinely think it is a very good gun. Of course, it's not made by Springfield, which is obviously a key point. It is made by the folks over in Croatia at, I believe it's HS Products, I believe is the name of the company, is how this translates. But it's just a fantastic gun. It's very easy to maintain. There's more and more aftermarket support for it every day because I'm not alone in thinking that it is the best bullpup on the market. And yeah, like I said, just a very, very solid gun. Again, for all the details, definitely check out the review because there's a lot I left out, but I am a fan. Next up is going to be something that is no surprise to anybody who watched the review. This gun right here. This is actually the only one I think that's not a new gun, a relatively new gun to the market. This is the Walther Q5 Match. And the reason it came out this year, the review did, is because they were back ordered for years, likely due to the Kung Flu that came out. But I put an order in for this, I think 3 years ago, 2 years ago, a while ago. Anyway, it finally came in this year. What is it? Well, it is the, I guess, race gun version of the Walther PPQ, and it's the Q5 Match SF, steel frame. So it does have a steel frame. It's a relatively heavy gun, has an excellent trigger. We already talked about triggers with that Kic. This one is definitely better than that, which is saying something, but I mean, it's just, it's sick. And of course it is optics ready, has those adjustable match sights on there. And you can remove the mag well if you want to. I don't really know why you'd want to on a race gun, but the gun was 100% reliable in our testing with any type of ammo, hull points, FMJs, whatever the case may be. And I really like it. As I said in my review at that time, it was going to become a defensive gun in my household, which we don't really have a ton of like home defense guns, especially pistols. So that's very, very high praise for it. The one thing I said that I wish it didn't have is that it's built off of the PPQ frame, which is a, I guess like a compact or like Glock 19 size frame instead of a full size one. So hand does get a little bit bunched up there. And of course, as of when I'm making this video, a few weeks ago, Walther released their PDP steel, which addresses that issue. So maybe we'll get one of those in for next year. But yeah, just a phenomenal gun. It's not cheap though. That is going to be one of the things compared to some of the other guns we've talked about here. It's an expensive gun for sure, but I think it is worth it. I think it is a phenomenal gun. And obviously, I sing its high praises in this video. And the last gun, one that is very affordable, one that many of you may not have thought that I was going to bring to the table, but I am. This guy, it is the Ruger Security 380. Why? Why do I say this gun? Well, number one, 100% reliable. I think actually all of these ones, except for the weird ammo and the 5.7 that I talked about, have been 100% reliable. But this gun right here, it's the best gun, or one of the best guns for a large segment of the population, in my opinion, and that is folks who have trouble manipulating firearms in any sort of way. So it's chambered in 380 ACP, which, in my opinion, is the bare minimum threshold for a self-defense cartridge. So I think you can carry and use it effectively to defend your life. And it does come with the 15-round mag as well as the 10-round mag. So you can either get a full grip or you can get a compact grip if you're carrying it concealed.
I like it way better than I thought. Yeah, for a small gun, like seriously.
It has a good trigger. There's certainly nothing wrong with it at all. It's not going to be like a Kic or a Walther, but a very usable trigger, a very shootable trigger. And it's very budget friendly. Like right now, if you guys follow me on social media, which there's no sponsors in today's video, so check out my social media and my daily deals email, please. If you could, I'll sponsor the video myself. But if you guys are following my social media, I've been posting this regularly recently for right around $300 shipped price point. And for a lot of people that this is one of the better guns for, a lot of those people tend to be on a budget. Just statistically. So you get all the features that you get with a full-size gun. You have your light rail out front. You can put lights, lasers, and stuff like that on there. You also have, right now, it's only available with the thumb safety. Now, I'm not a huge fan of thumb safeties on striker fired guns, which this actually isn't. It's internal hammer, but regardless, not a big fan of it on this style of gun. That said, again, I think a lot of people that will be the target market for this will want a thumb safety. And the way Ruger did the safety is the best way to do the safety. It's almost impossible to bump on. So the way they engineered it is very, very good. You have to intentionally put it on. Most people, I let 6 people shoot this gun this year, and all but me were women, and they couldn't accidentally put it on. I asked them to try, they couldn't. They all had to come in with their support hands. So for a safety, I do like that, but once it's on, it's because you have to push backwards, if that makes sense. But once it's on, you can still easily swipe it. So if you are a fan of manual safeties, there you go. But another thing that makes it just a great gun all the way around is this light rack system. So basically, they took the slide and made it very, very lightweight, which allowed them to spring it so that it's very easy to manipulate. So, I mean, it takes almost no force to actually actuate the slide. And a lot of people, if you look at the demographics of people that have been getting into firearms lately, it's older people, it's women, it's disabled people. And this gun really is one of the ones that I would absolutely recommend that those types of people look at as an option. So previously, I guess the guns that would come to mind with that would either be obviously a revolver, which still, there still can be a case made for that, and I make it every now and then. But either a revolver or like the Smith & Wesson EZ series. And the EZ series is great. The problem with the EZ series is capacity. So this one solves it by giving you that 15 round plus 1 capacity. So very, very good gun, very affordable. And we've had nothing but good luck with it, with any type of ammo we've put through it. It's my wife's favorite gun to shoot. So that says something. Typically, she's a 1911 girl in 9mm, but she loved this gun. Huge, huge fan of it. My in-laws have shot it. Lots of other people have shot it as well. And everyone's had really positive things to say. Another thing that I should point out is that 380, typically speaking, is a relatively light recoiling cartridge. And this still uses the Browning system. So that way, the recoil is very, very lightweight with the light weight of the slide mass, as well as the light pressure that comes out of a 380 ACP. So again, that demographic that I was talking about, that is something that they're very influenced by, is recoil impulse. And this gun has very, very little recoil impulse. It's just been a very good gun overall. And again, it comes to market like $300 shipped. So you can't really be mad about that. And with that, guys, we're gonna end the video. Let me know what you think. If you disagree with anything, because I'm sure you guys will, what did I leave out? There's definitely guns. Like I said, when I first made this list, it was 12 guns, and I had to whittle it down. So there's some that were left out that are still great guns, but all of these guns have been very good, particularly for kind of like what they do, if that makes sense. I think that's pretty much it. Yeah, if you guys are still watching, definitely thank you. I appreciate it. Hit the subscribe button if you like this type of video, because we do 2 of them every year. Next up, or I don't know when I'm going to release them, but there will also be a top 5 gear reviewed in 2023 video. But yeah, hit the subscribe button, follow me on all my social media like we were talking about. The best ones are the non-meta platforms. That's where I'm the least censored for sure. So definitely check those out. And also we have, if you guys are subscribed and you're not seeing 2 to 4 videos a week, we have an email that goes out once a month. It's at the website. Here's where you can sign up. And this email goes out, like I just said, once a month. No more than that. So it's not super spammy, but that way it allows me to get my videos to you without an algorithm. Because like I said, I was suspended from YouTube for the early part of this year, unfortunately. So for things like that, that email is crucially important. And then for daily deals, we have a different email. You can sign up for that at the website here on your screen. If any of these items go on sale, the ammo, the optics, etc. for them goes on sale, it will go out in my daily deals email. If the item is in the daily deals email, it's the cheapest that I know of anywhere on the internet, because I've already done the price comparisons for you. So that way, hopefully it saves you some time and some money. And that's really all I got for you guys. 2023, crazy year. Looking forward to next year. And I wish you all a happy new year. We'll see you in the next video.